This patrol certainly had its ups and downs, moments of mind-numbing boredom, interrupted by moments of excitement and fear. For the end of the patrol, the river has decided to shake us up a little bit. We have sailed right into a summer storm, and the waves are rocking the boat. By now, though, even the greenest member of the crew is completely accustomed to the movements of the submarine. One of the things I appreciate most about being in command of the submarine is to see how the men grow in their skills and as a team. This, more than anything else, will ensure our continued success and survival. I just do hope that they will also grow in their skills as gunners. We did sink the freighter in our last engagement, but the gunnery of my men still leaves a lot to be desired. I will inquire if I can enlist some of the men in a gunnery course when we return home. The monotony of the day is suddenly interrupted by cries from the watch crew, smoke on the horizon. I rush to the top of the conning tower and confirm their sighting. This might be our opportunity to engage another target. Hello there, and welcome to a new episode of our amazing Silent Hunter 3 campaign. We have a contact nearby, so we are gonna sail straight forward. I think it was somewhere over there. Let me have a look. Oh, I hope I don't lose it. Where did it go? There. Head straight towards it. Speed up the boat a bit. So today the weather is, well, I wouldn't say it's on our side, but it's also not too detrimental. As you can see, the visibility today is not as good as it was last time. That means that we hopefully won't be detected this time. I hope that we will be able to get into a firing position. But the seas are a bit choppy, and let me actually call up a weather report. Yeah, we have a wind speed of 8 meters per second. That means we definitely won't be able to use the deck gun today. And there is a ship out there. Bring the user to the bridge. I want to take a better look at this. Okay. That ship. Oh, this could be interesting. I see a few things already. That ship seems to be side-on to me. So I'm looking at the broadside of the ship. I can see, if the waves allow me, I can see that there are multiple masts and then there is a smokestack, presumably in the back of the ship. So I already know that it's sailing left to right. And I do know that it is something slightly bigger than usual. Because I see 1, 2, 3, potentially 4 masts and the smokestack. That's interesting. That's an interesting layout. I wonder what this is. I do wonder what this is. Speed up the boat. Turn the boat. Let's see if we can get a little bit in front of this target. Now I do have to be careful that I don't get detected, but I think I should be fine in this weather if there are no warships around. Merchants are much less observant when compared to warships. Merchant crews are just not trained to stand on the bridge all day with their binoculars raised and to scan the horizon for anything suspicious. Yeah, look at that. Okay, what I thought might be a mast in front might actually be the bridge of the ship. Let me verify this. Where exactly is it though? These waves are making things more difficult than they have to be. Jesus Christ. Ah, there it was. Wow. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna spot anything with the user in these waves. Even the regular binoculars, I have to really fight to keep them on target. And these choppy seas, well, the boat is rolling a lot, you can see it. So, for those of you who have not been at sea yet, and who might ask themselves, can I get seasick or not? Look at this image. Look at the horizon and the bow of the ship. If you're starting to feel a bit uneasy now, then the answer is definitely yes. Oh well. There it is. What might it be? What might it be? Maybe something like a bulk carrier or something like that? A coal transport? Maybe a tanker? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, and I can't get a better look right now. I think our batteries are fully recharged. Yeah, they are. So we have that going for us, which is nice. But right now I just want to get a little bit ahead of the target. I don't know how fast they are going. I don't know anything. I just know that it will be difficult in these waves. Let me actually take a quick look at this chart here. We will have to set our torpedoes to a minimum depth of 3.2 meters. That shouldn't be a problem. That's not an issue. Right, the bearing of the target is 290. There. But I just can't get a good look on it with the user, because the user can be moved only so much vertically. Very little movement allowed on the vertical axis. So yeah, and you see this is simply not going to happen. Okay. I will continue to close the distance and try to get into a good position. And then we'll resume the video. For now, let's take a short little break. Welcome back. We seem to have a bit of a situation here. While I tried to maneuver in front of this ship, it seems that they actually spotted me on the horizon. And they did start to maneuver. I think they're zigzagging. Now that complicates things slightly. It will of course now be impossible for me to set up a perfect shot. I will have to improvise a little bit. Let's take a quick look at our target. Now that we are sailing on a course that doesn't interfere with the waves so much. Yeah, they are definitely changing course. And I can see that the ship doesn't appear to be as large as I thought it would be. Now that's bad. That's not ideal. But I hope that we can still manage. That we can still manage to get a torpedo into it. This would be a quick attack. I might try to use my rear tube, my aft tube for this, since we have been spotted anyway, and there are no destroyers nearby, at least for now. So that means that the bubble trail left behind by the steam power torpedo won't have any consequences for me. I have to be a bit careful and I have to be alert in case that this ship is armed. I don't know that at this point. I don't know if they have any kind of guns on that ship. I could be sailing right into trouble here. But I just hope that they won't be able to defend themselves, that I'll be able to get nice and close into a good position, turn the boat around, and then fire the steam-driven torpedo right into them. That's the plan. Let's get onto this and let's start setting things up. I will fire this torpedo with an impact pistol. And I think leaving the torpedo set to a depth of 4 meters is fine. That should be good. It will, however, be set to a medium speed. And the other firing data I will input right before we fire. Because it's changing right now. Ah well. Let me check the second torpedo here. We'll put that to input as well, to impact as well, just in case that I decide that I want to use the other torpedo after all. So, looking at this thing and looking at the size of the crates compared to the whole ship, and looking at the size of the flag compared to the whole ship, this thing is indeed much, much smaller than I thought it would be. Damn. I was hoping for something big. What will be the draft of this ship? I might have to set the torpedo to... I can't though. 4 meters is already... Yeah, I shouldn't set it below 4 meters. Otherwise I really risk a dot. Yeah, this thing is not large. This is a small ship. We can see it now very well. And it doesn't appear to be armed. Still, it is an English freighter. And it is our mission to sink such freighters. So we have to go ahead and follow orders and shoot a torpedo at this thing. How we will do that, yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that yet. This will be a difficult one. This will indeed be a difficult one. I have to keep in mind that I don't get too close to this ship. It's very easy to get too close to a target if the target is small. But if you are too close, then the torpedo won't have time to arm. Okay. What is the speed of this target? What do I use? What do I input? Doesn't appear to be too fast, just looking at the bow wave of the ship. It doesn't appear to be too fast. Let's set the speed to 5 knots for now. This did not go as planned. Not in any sense of the word. Now, because the ship is so small, that also means that it will be a difficult target to hit. Let me have a quick look at this again. I could try to set a torpedo to 3.5 meters. And then what, I'll set it to just below 4 meters. I'm afraid that the waves might lift the ship out so much of the... Yeah, the waves just might lift it up so much that the torpedo just runs beneath it. And it doesn't have a lot of draft to begin with. Okay. Here's how we'll do this. I'll pass in front of it. I'll present my rear tube. And then I'll fire. While it is reversing its turn, ideally. Another look at the bow wake. Just trying to judge the speed of it. Yeah, look how much the waves are lifting it up and down. I don't like this. I'm considering abandoning the attack. I'm really considering to abort this. But I have my orders. And it is a target. But damn, it is a small one. Let me have a quick look. Let me have a very quick look at my torpedo orders. Depth draft minus 3 meters. Minimum depth 3 meters. Minimum distance 500. Okay. Turn the boat. Let's go this way.
Neuer Kurs 2-1.
They are now trying to ram me, but I should be fast enough. And they also maneuvered themselves into a good position by doing this. Yeah, I'm not in a good position to fire the torpedo. I'm way too close right now. What is the draft of this ship? That's the important question. I can see its crew coming out of the water. Whatever they have loaded, it is very light.
Neuer Kurs 9.
Okay. There they are. Reduce magnification a bit. I'm not taking this shot. It's not going to work. This is not going to work. The ship is too small and the waves are lifting it up too much. The torpedo would fail. I'm pretty certain of that. Oh man, I will get in so much trouble for this when we get home. Slow down the boat.
Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
Can we get somebody onto the gun? No, not a chance. Not a chance, the deck is flooded. God damn it.
Große Fahrt voraus.
There's nothing we can do. There is absolutely nothing that we can do here. This is really damn annoying. There's one thing that I could try. I could take the torpedo out of its tube, change the detonator to magnetic, because at this point in the war you can't just flip a switch, you have to change the detonator on the torpedo. That requires the torpedo to be taken out of the tube. And then I could put the torpedo back in and fire at this thing with a magnetic pistol and hope to God that it doesn't malfunction. That could work. But that would require that I stay in the vicinity of this ship for about half an hour more. It is daytime. Yes, the weather is kind of bad, but we are not that far away from England. And I very much suspect that reinforcements are already on their way, and that the Royal Air Force is on its way. And I don't fancy staying here for half an hour. And I suspect I might have to dive to reload the torpedo. Which might in turn mean that they would be able to sail away and I would have to catch them again. So all in all, the situation is messed up. I don't think I could salvage this. I think this is one of the moments in this career where we just have to let things go. Where we have to make a decision between a very high chance to waste one of our very few remaining torpedoes, or, well, trying to sink a ship of, what is that, 1,000 tons maybe? Damn it, aircraft! Crash dive! Well, they made the decision for me. Wait a moment. Periscope depth. These are Germans. That's a German air patrol. Slow down the boat. Reverse the order, surface again. I was a bit too hasty. Those are actually German ships. They're going in. Oh my god, they're wrecking it. And there come the bombs. Nice job. Very nice. Let's go back to the bridge. Let's turn towards the target. Speed up the boat. They're still shooting at it. I didn't call in this target, by the way. I didn't send out a radio message. This is a completely random patrol appearing in the sky and going after this ship. This is amazing. Let's see, maybe we can help out the survivors a little bit. The flying boats are turning around again, because I believe those are actually flying boats. They're going in for another attack run. Oh, I left this one up. Down periscope. This is pretty amazing.
Neuer Kurs 167.
I think they're going in for another attack. I'm not too sure though. Now if I had confirmed my decision to completely abort this attack, then I might have sent out a contact report, and maybe an air patrol would have come in at some point and taken out that ship, but it happened without my doing at all. I just witnessed something that makes this game truly incredible, a completely dynamic event. This was not planned. And that ship over there is very much in trouble. It looks like the cargo blew up, or at least the crates are gone from the deck. Will these airplanes go in for another strike, or are they returning to base? They might actually be returning to base, I'm not 100% sure. But I think they're flying away. Yeah, these things are vanishing. They performed their attack run. And here I feared that the Royal Air Force had already arrived at the scene. No. It was these guys. Very awesome. Very awesome indeed. Have a nice trip home through this terrible weather. Don't be struck by a lightning bolt. And we are going to take a look at this thing, and we might shadow it for a bit. It doesn't look like the engines have been taken out, which might have persuaded me to fire a torpedo. But honestly, I think that the air attack with the cannon fire and the bombs might be enough to sink this thing. It could take a while, but we are moving in and we are taking a good look at it. It's a shame that I can't even man the anti-aircraft gun. The weather is just too bad. I might give it a shot. Let's see, if I go to the anti-aircraft gun, can I can't get a crewman onto it, right? I don't think so. Yeah, the waters are too rough. So no, the guns can't be manned. There's just too much danger of being swept away by the water. What an unexpected air attack. Truly incredible. Answer me this question. Now that the ship has been attacked and presumably bombs have landed very much nearby and probably done some damage, maybe caused some flooding, the ship should be a bit deeper in the water. However, the cargo seems to be gone, which should lighten the ship. Now, will it sit deeper in the water or higher in the water? Or will the flooding counteract the loss of the cargo and it will be more or less the same? That's a good question, isn't it? By the way, am I recharging? No. I'm still absolutely speechless by that unexpected help from above. Why don't these things happen when I'm fighting a bunch of destroyers? Oh yeah, I'm taking it. I take what I can get, and this was just awesome to witness. They came in, they spotted the ship, they made an attack run, strafed it, bombed it, and then flew away again. Very awesome. Yeah, I think the ship is in trouble. I think I just saw a wave crashing on the deck. It's still pretty fast though. It's taking me a lot of time to catch up to it. And I'm sailing at 15 knots, which is very fast for my submarine. Yeah, just looking at the ship, it doesn't appear that the damage done by the planes is too excessive. There seems to be water flooding the bow of the ship, the forward section, because that just by looking at this thing, it does appear to be sitting in the water a bit deeper than the stern, and it isn't being lifted out of the water as much as the stern is. That could be wishful thinking, however. But I have a feeling that this assessment is accurate. They are having trouble with water in the forward section. Will that be enough to sink this ship? That I do not know. I think I will shadow them for a while, and I might submerge my boat to do that. I will shadow them for a while until we can confirm whether they are sinking or not. And then I will decide what to do next. So, let's do that for a while. So close, and yet there is really nothing that I can do to it. I have a suspicion that the bombs dropped by the planes actually completely missed their target and didn't do any damage at all. And the strafing from the guns that seem to have detonated some of the cargo and thrown the rest of it overboard, well, it doesn't seem to have done too much damage either. Yes, I have a feeling that the bow is sitting in the water a bit deeper than it was initially. But other than that, the ship is completely fine. They don't seem to have lost any speed.
Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
They're still chugging along as they were before. I estimate their speed to be at about 9 knots. So that's quite substantial actually, for a ship that is supposedly damaged. And the waves are still lifting them out of the water way too much for me to risk shooting a torpedo at them. They have a shallow draft. There isn't a lot of water. Yeah, look at that. They are coming out so much of the water. No, it's not going to work. This is not going to work. Do I still risk it though?
Jawohl, Herr Kaloy.
Distance 300. If I turn away now and fire, could work. I'm in a good position now. Let's do it. Turn the boat.
Neuer Kurs 4-0.
Set up the tube for rear shot. Speed is set to 9 knots, that's fine. Range we'll set to 500. AOB will be set to 90 degree. Open the tube. Stop the turn.
Ruder 0 Grad.
Might have turned a bit too much here. Okay. Need to correct for AOB. Range good. Speed good. Torpedo depth. Well, it's not getting better. Fire. Torpedo is gone.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Now it depends on the torpedo. Actually, let's have a quick look. The firing solution is looking good. Firing solution is actually looking very good. The torpedo, well, it doesn't seem to be malfunctioning. So we might have an impact on the bow. God damn it! I took a risk. I took the risk, but It didn't pay off at all. This did not pay off at all. Just as the torpedo was arriving, a wave lifted up the bow of the ship. What I feared will happen, did happen. I should have trusted my instincts and just let it go. Well, that's a learning experience for us. That's certainly a learning experience.
Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
We are disengaging. They are not going to sink on their own, and I'm not going to waste another torpedo. Ah, damn it. Navigator, return us to our course.
Gehen wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
We are disengaging.
Volle Fahrt voraus.
I guess it was worth a try, but not really. Not really. I took the risk and it just didn't work out. It could have. It could have worked, but unfortunately it didn't. And that's just sometimes how it is. So, yeah. We are disengaging now. With that, I think I will actually end the video here. Unless some airplanes show up all of a sudden. That could happen. I'm a bit baffled that no reinforcements have shown up so far. But I'll just leave the area. I'll get away from here and I will continue my patrol. And this thing, I don't know, they are very lucky. They survived. They survived an air attack and they survived a torpedo being fired at them. They survived both things. Good for them. Good for them. Now, I do hope that you enjoyed today's episode, although we didn't get to blow up anything, but I'm sure that we'll have a chance to do so next time. Let me know in the comments if you would have taken this shot or not. I'm still not sure if I should have taken it. Oh man, I would have to think about this for a while. Ah well, learning experience. With those words, I'm leaving you for today. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, have some great days and goodbye.